If you're done with a particular article and you don't need it anymore, you can delete it entirely. Your other option is to unpublish an article. Unpublishing an article means that you've left the article in the database where you could retrieve it again if somebody changes their mind, but it's not available for viewing on the website. Deleting an article means that you've removed the article from the database entirely once you've permanently deleted it from the trash. So when you tell an article to be deleted, it first goes to the trash, and that's where it's going to live until you empty the trash and delete it permanently. Trash doesn't quite work like it does on your Windows or Mac computer. So I wanted to show you how to delete articles. So we're going to go into the article manager, and I'm going to create an article specifically to delete it. So I'm going to hit my new button, and I'm going to call this article Trash Me. And I'm just going to leave it in the uncategorized category because I don't care, because I'm going to delete it. Down here in the text, you have to have a little bit of text or Joomla won't save your article. This is a test article to demonstrate publishing, unpublishing, and deleting. And then I'm going to hit save and close. And you'll see here in my article manager that I have my article right here called Trash Me. What I can do right now in this particular article is it's available to see on the website because it's published. How do I know this is a published article? Right here in this column, there's a green check mark. If I roll my mouse over it, it says this is a published and current article. It tells me the date that I published this particular article. Even if I don't make a link directly to this article because I have it on a menu somewhere on the website, if I have search enabled on my website, it's possible that this particular article can still show up in my search results. Or somebody may have a URL that will take them to this article. So anytime anything is published here, you do run the possibility that it could be seen somewhere on your website. If you want to be sure that that article cannot be seen on your website, your choices are to unpublish it or delete it. To unpublish it, simply click the green check mark once, and you'll see that it turns into a little red blob, indicating that the article still exists, but it is currently unpublished, meaning that it won't show up in search results. Even if you have it linked up to a menu, the article will not display on the front end of your website, but it is still present inside of your Joomla website. And why that might be good, perhaps this is an article that you pull out every June, for example. You pull it out on June 1st, you put it up on the website for a month, and then you pull it off the website on July the 1st, and you just would like to keep it in your system in case you'd like to pull it up and put it out there again next year. Or you have a boss who might change their mind frequently, and you know that if you delete this particular article, in 2 days your boss might come back to you and ask for you to put that article back up again, and you want to be sure that you have it so that it's easy to put it back up on the website. So there are great reasons to unpublish an article. If you want to delete it entirely, it doesn't matter if it's currently in the published or the unpublished state. Simply put a check mark next to the name of that article and then go up to the top of the page, and where it says trash, go ahead and click the trash button. And you'll see that that particular article has gone to the trash. You don't see it in the list anymore. Is that article actually gone? Well, no, not really. If I make a new article that I call Trash Me, and another Trash Me article, and if I hit my save button here on the top of the page, I'm actually going to get an error. And the error is going to say, saved with the following error, another article from this category has the same alias. That is because I've called this by the same title, Trash Me. That was the same as the article that I just trashed. And when Joomla creates its alias, it created it exactly the same way. Joomla thinks that because that Trash Me article is sitting in the trash, it doesn't want to create a second article with the same alias. You have to delete the article entirely and completely remove it from the database before you can have an alias that's exactly the same as before. So I'm going to hit my cancel button here. I don't really want to make another Trash Me article. Let me show you the trash. You would think you could just click on the trash button here on the top and see the trash, but in fact that doesn't work. What you have to do is use these drop downs here on the top of the screen. And the one over here that says select status, switch this to the status of trashed. And this will show you all of the items that are here in the trash. There's the Trash Me article. To really truly get rid of this article, put a check mark next to it and then go to the empty trash button here in the upper right. Now you'll see that there are no articles here in the trash. In order to get back to your regularly published articles, you'll need to switch this drop-down back to either Published to show you just the published articles, or to Select Status, which will show you published, unpublished, and archived articles, all here in a list. So there we go. Now we have, in fact, deleted the Trash Me article. One final point to be sure to remember. Just because you trash an article does not mean that its menu link is also trashed. It's possible to trash an article and still have a menu link out there that tries to link to an article that no longer exists. So when you're deleting things from your website, I recommend that instead of following the CAM, categories, articles, and menus, you go in reversed order and do the MAC, starting with menus, then articles, and then categories. So delete all your menu items first, then delete your articles, and then delete your categories. And by working backwards from CAM to MAC, then you can be sure that you've gotten rid of any stray links on your website that might cause usability problems and people wondering why they can't get to any of the information on your website.